computer. Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
So, I know last time we went over your treatment plan, and one of the things on the treatment plan was we discussed a technique called scaling. Do you remember?
Yeah, I kind of remember talking about that.
Okay, so basically what scaling is we'll talk about something and I'll ask you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like the most negative or the worst, and 10 being the most positive or the best. Okay.
Okay.
And with that, we'll talk about it and why you gave it that rating. And then from there, we will talk about ways to increase your rating to a more positive number.
Okay.
Does that sound like something you're okay with?
Yeah.
Okay. So something that I heard you talk about last time in our session was kind of your feelings of procrastination and in completing your assignments and your schoolwork. So I was wondering if you have anything coming up in the next week or so, week or two, or maybe think about what your next assignment is and kind of what your feelings are about that.
Yeah, I have an assignment due on Wednesday next week that I
Okay.
haven't started.
You have not started it yet?
No,
No? What kind of assignment is it?
it's just a paper. It's like a 5-page paper.
So that's a pretty hefty assignment,
Yeah, I just haven't started it yet. I
and you
haven't
haven't
been able
started it
to.
yet. What would you say
No,
is your motivation? Where would you rate your motivation on a scale of 1 to 10 at completing it?
maybe like a 2 or 3 because like I know I need to get it done because I want to get a good grade in my class, but I just am not motivated to do it right now.
Okay, okay. What do you feel like is preventing you from completing your, or work starting your assignment?
Well, I just there's I'm working and my little sister has had some stuff this week that I've had to help with, and so I just haven't really taken the time to even dive into the assignment to know exactly what I need to even do. So it's hard to start something that I don't even know what I need to do yet. So
Okay, okay. And so it sounds like you have an assignment coming due, a 5-page paper, next Wednesday, and today is Thursday, so you've got less than 6 days coming to get it done. So I would like to kind of ask you kind of what what is something that you can think of that you could do to move your number from a 2 to a 3? What might motivate you more to get started on your paper?
maybe like reading the full like the Rubik cube, the Rubik's cube, the Rubik cube, the Rubik and
Rubric?
like the there you go, and then just the directions of exactly what I need to do. They have a good outline, but I haven't
Okay.
even like really dived into it. So just like really taking a moment to see exactly what the assignment is going to be about. I think if I knew what I needed to do, I'd feel a little bit more motivated to do it.
Okay, okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Getting it downloaded and looked at. What are some other maybe things that you could do to kind of help increase your motivation score?
Um, I could start with like writing an outline of what I need to get done.
Hmm.
Usually that helps me get my papers done. It's starting with an outline first.
Okay.
Um, and then maybe looking at my calendar over the next 6 days and seeing when I have time to work on it and making sure I put that time aside to work on my assignment.
Okay. What kind of things do you put on your calendar? Do you have like a planner that you write in, or do you use like an electronic
I use
planner?
like a Google Calendar, and I keep track of like my work schedule, and then um, I try and keep track of like my due dates for my assignments, and then like if there's anything that I need to do for my parents or like appointments that I need to make sure they go to, or appointments for my little sister, I make sure I put that in there to make sure that we get those done.
Okay, okay. So does looking at your calendar ever kind of overwhelm you or make you feel like you don't want to deal with it?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, yes. Okay, okay. So, what's maybe let's try and come up with something that maybe um because I don't want you to look at it and feel overwhelmed and not do
Right.
it. So, in focusing on this particular paper, I'm trying to think of a way that can can help, you know, move your number up higher. So, we're at a 3 if you print it out. What might get you to a 4 or a 5?
Actually knowing that like I have a set time to work on it. So like right now thinking about my calendar and what I have to get done over the next few days. I know I'm off on Saturday and Sunday, so I could probably put some time like to work on it. And I just haven't even thought about like when am I going to actually work on this paper? So like
Hmm.
just having this conversation is helpful and being able to say like, okay, I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. I don't think I have anything planned. And I could sit down and actually work on my paper in those days.
Okay, awesome. I think that would be a really good start. So something, maybe something to try also, just so we can keep track of it, because I want to know if this works. So, in your planner, if you could write that down, and then I want you
Okay.
to assign it a number. Okay, so I want you to basically make a sheet with 3 columns.
Okay.
And so I want you to put in what you're struggling with. So the procrastination of your paper. So let's put that in there. And then I want you to rate it, what number you're at, and then what you're going to do to increase that number. So you're going to set aside time to work on it. Okay. And then once you do that, I want you to put a number after that for where
Okay.
where you feel you're at. And
Like
I want you
after,
to, yeah, and then next time we meet, I would like you to bring that so we can look at it and see if the activity actually helped increase your motivation to get it done, or if it didn't do anything, or if it made it go down, and then we can maybe talk about some other techniques or things to try.
okay.
Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Okay. I think that would be a good, it's kind of like your homework for today. But you think you could commit to that and bring that in next time?
Yeah, I can do that. We're meeting
Okay.
next week.
Yeah. Does that sound
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay. Well, I think that's enough for one day. I don't want to, I don't want to overwhelm you with more stuff. So, I mean, I want this to be something that you want to do. So,
Okay.
let's stop there. Um, and we'll give that a try and then we'll go over it together and talk
Okay.
about what the process was like for you and if what changes we might need to make to it.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound doable?
Yeah, I like that.
Awesome. Okay. Well, great. I hope you have a good week and I will talk to you next week.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.